something I think is like, been grinding, been doing this whole time. How much longer do I have to keep fucking doing this?
I mean, the answer is as long as it takes.
As long as it takes.
But like, I have no shelf life. Like I know that I'll never stop. I know that, but I have to find a way to mitigate the pain in the interim.
It's the suffering.
Because the suffering's killing me. Like, there's not enough self-love. I have to be better at it. It's what ended my relationship. It's what drove me into therapy. It's what drove me, it's what fuels my anxiety. The other day, I was so anxietal in the back of an Uber, my arm went numb.
What?
And I was like, this isn't okay. You can't be this way. You can't live this way. And I was just on my way to see Wasili at Chop Shop. I saw you later that night, or was it the night before? It was the night before,
yeah.
But I was like, my arm went numb. I was like, am I having a fucking heart attack? I was like panicking in the back of the car. And I just like closed my eyes. I was like, are you having a heart attack? Are you having a heart attack? No, my arm doesn't hurt. I just can't feel it. And then it just slowly went away. But I was like, dude, this is crazy. I was like shedding a tear in the back of this Uber for no reason. I was just on my way to see some friends. And I'm like, what's going on, man? Something's wrong. Something's really wrong. And it's this shit. I just like, I have a chokehold on this thing. I have to find a way to let go. And just be an artist. Just be an artist. Why are you so obsessed with being like a fucking insanely successful one? Just be one. Mm-hmm. You know? Why do I compare myself to fucking everybody else? Why am I caught in this way of thinking? Because when I sit down with the pen, I have found my music, like what's coming out on Two Crows and a lot, like from Quiche on, it's been very like aspirational. It's like the music isn't like sad sacky. It used to be really like I don't like myself, I'm struggling, I hate myself, everything's sad, I'm so heartbroken. Like from Mushroom Moon, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. A lot of that shit was like really depressing. And it was the musings of somebody that was really depressed. But if you hear from like Keyshawn, like maybe I should look somewhere else, find more knowledge of the self, realign what I define as wealth, see my life for the miracle it is. I came for the laugh, I came for peace, I came for the truth. You know, it's all very like from that moment on, it's been very aspirational. You know, we got that song Brain Frantic Heart Mellow that you heard that's coming out on Crows, and it's if I got one thing I could say to the young, go get your heart broken, go make a mistake. Whatever you do, don't just sit here and wait. Life ain't about being right. Find where your limits lie. Take a peek through the blinds. Go seize the day. Potential is ocean, resilience is boat. Life punctures holes, learn to stay afloat. Thriving is fuck. And it's all coming from that place. But I don't feel that way. I feel that way in those moments that I'm writing.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way. Like I'm not practicing what I'm preaching in my life, which is bad. Maybe that's why it's not working. You know, maybe that's why I'm still just hitting that wall, because it's in my life. I'm constantly comparing myself to everybody else, and I'm constantly operating out of ego. I mean, I was listening to this Shia LaBeouf interview because he's in all this trouble and shit, and I love his work. And I was listening to this interview he was doing with his friend John Barenthal the other day, and he was in treatment for like egomania and just all these kind of manic disorders, and he's a sufferer. He's got a fucking hard life. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. He really is in a lot of pain. And he said even what he would eat was out of ego, because whatever he was putting in his body was because of like what it was going to do. So it wasn't even about him enjoying food. It was just about like, well, I only eat this because it does this for me. So like even down to like food. And I was like, man, like I really related, because everything I do is out of like me, like how can I, you know, I have to figure out how to say, how can I serve, or how can I be of assistance? I have to find a way. I don't know, but it's easier said than done. We can sit here and talk until we're blue in the face about this shit, but changing yourself, changing the way you think, is really, really difficult and rare. People rarely. You have to triumph. You have to triumph over yourself in order to really change. Have you ever tried to change? It's fucking hard. You know? So I don't know, I gotta figure something out. I gotta practice more stuff. I've been praying a little bit, but I'm not as disciplined as I should be. I should really take like a true 5 to 10 minutes, but sometimes if I'm sitting down here and I feel anxiety, I'll just do this. And then just try to pray, but it's not enough. It's like there should be more of an act. Like I should do it like my Islamic family and like do the wudu, like wash my hands, clean behind my ears, wash my feet, wash my mouth, like get on the mat, put my head on the floor, and like have a moment. You know, I find that shit healing, but I don't know. Anyway, you can see I'm in something's wrong. Like I'm in a tremendous amount of pain on a day-to-day level.